Sound check. Can you guys hear me? And can you guys hear the music in the background? Let me know in the chat and let's wait for a couple more minutes. Okay. How you guys all doing? I hope you're well. Had a great weekend. Oops. Let's see. Hello from all of the world. It's been a long time since the last time I had a live stream for Korean lesson. Now we have the Weverse video here. We have our Korean alphabet here, Papago here. I might not do this one though. We have our past lessons. Lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's quickly remind ourselves what we have learned. Oh, by the way, so for those of you who joined for the first time, every time BTS has BTS members have Weverse lives, I'm trying to hold Korean lesson live session to cover some of the words, Korean words or phrases that they've used in that specific live streams. So far, I have covered a few, Jin, V, and then OT3 live, and then Jin, J-Hope. Okay, and this time we're gonna cover the OT7 live stream. Let's see. Let's start backward. Last time we learned some useful phrases like 잘 지내시나요? How have you been? 오랜만입니다. It's been a long time. 저 지금 너무 졸려요. Sleepy. 열심히 작업하고 있어요. 열심히. Working hard. 작업. Work. 열심히 hard. 열심히 작업하고 있어요. Which is something that these members said during this live stream as well. They said something like 열심히 하고 있어요. 열심히 하고 있습니다. So that's pretty useful. What else? 운동 끝나고 씻고 밥 먹어요. I work out, then wash up, and then eat. 운동, workout. 밥 먹다, eat. 곡 작업하고 있어요. 작업, we said means work, right? Here, 곡 refers to song or music, so combined it becomes we're working on music. So that was the last lesson. Before that, 열심히 살았다. I worked hard. Yep, 열심히, that 3-syllable word, something that BTS uses pretty frequently because they're hardworking people, after all. Diligently, with effort, wholeheartedly. 살다, to live. 열심히 살았다. So these are some of the things we learned from Jin's live stream. 진짜, real, really. 맛있다, delicious, tastes good. 드셔보세요. Please try it. 즐거웠습니다. Wait, do you guys? Yeah, you guys hear me. 즐거웠습니다. And then we did some like quiz sessions. Before that, 왜 안 돼? Why isn't it working? Speaking of which, remember the last time these guys, V, Jungkook, and RM had tried to have a Instagram live. They had technical difficulties, right? And they said something like 왜 안 돼? Why isn't it working? And yesterday, they also said something similar, something like 되는 거 맞아? 되다 means well, I mean, I shouldn't say that 되다 equal to something because the format could be changing depending on the context. Anyways, but during this particular live stream, Weverse live stream, they weren't sure whether the Weverse is working, Weverse live stream. So they said stuff like 되는 거 맞아? 지금 되고 있는 거 맞아? Is this working right now? So that's kind of similar. Okay, so yeah. Wait, by the way, you guys can't hear me clearly, right? 되는 거 맞아? Now I'm the one who's saying this. 지금 이거 되고 있는 거 맞아? 맞지? This is working, right? Is this working? Why am I? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure for a second. 되고 있는 거 맞아? Cool. 죄송합니다 means I'm sorry. 미안합니다. Where are you? 어딨어? 여기, here. 보다, to see. Alright, you guys were all, hiding. Good. 다시, again. 잠깐만, for a sec. 잠이 안 온다. So, it makes sense that these members are not talk about like time difference, jet lag, or sleeping pattern, because by now they're already used to the time difference. But remember, until a few weeks ago, V was talking about he could not fall asleep or getting used to time difference. And 아침, 점심, 저녁. 아침 means breakfast or morning. 점심 means lunch. 저녁 means dinner or evening, depending on the context. All right. So that's what we learned. And then lesson 1, 여러분, everyone, 반가워요, nice to see you. 힘들다, hard, difficult, challenging. 뭔지 아세요? Do you know? And 알다, 아세요, is something that these guys used again when they were talking about that weird meme, right? The bank meme. 알아? You know? So we can also possibly cover that. 혹시, by any chance, 즐거웠어요. It was fun and stuff. Okay? Nice. All right. So, let's see. What shall we learn today? Okay, how about this? 진짜. So Jin said 진짜, right? And it's of course one of the words that we have learned before, and it's something that casual K-pop fans know even. 진짜, right? What does it mean? The live audio is very quiet. Good catch. I'm gonna boost it. Now it's gonna get better.
2초 지났어. 2초.
같이 나오시는 거지?
내 옷에 딱지 말아줘. 진짜. 진짜.
시작하자마자 개판.
So what does 진짜 mean? When do we learn this? 진짜. Yep, right here. Actually, it was Jin's session. It means really, but in this context, it's more like for real. Like stop wiping on me for real. You know, that's why he used it more dramatically. 진짜 딱지 말아줘.
조금만 이쪽으로 돌려야 돼. 해가 이쪽으로 나.
이렇게? 내고 있는 거 맞아?
근데 헬로. 근데 초가 안 지나가는 거 아닌가?
아니야, 지나가고 있어.
Alright, so let's cover this. 되고 있는 거 맞아.
헬로. 근데 초가 안 지나가는 거 아닌가?
내고 있는 거 맞아?
Suga said 되고 있는 거 맞아. And let's simplify that by doing something like, alright, how do I? 되고 있는 거 되는 거 맞아? 되는 거 맞아. Is this the right color? Is this visible enough? 되는 거 맞아? Hopefully 되는 거 맞아. Alright, and then let's do the romanization. 되는 거 맞아. Alright, this is not that visible. Should we turn this white? Better? Not really. Okay, this is better. Now I'll make this smaller. 되는 거 맞아. 되는 거 맞아. I would say out of these 5 syllables, 맞아 is the most useful. I'm sure many of you have heard this phrase before, where 이게 맞아, the 지민 정국 Disney plus contents, right? Are you sure? They translate it as "Are you sure?" But it also means "Is this right?" In this context, though, Suga is saying, "What is this working?" Or to make it longer, "Is it correct that this is working?" Or something like that. Let's see how Papago translate. Okay, yeah, it is working. Is it working? Is it working? All right, so let's break this down. 되는 거 맞아. 돼 is a bit challenging word in terms of the composition of the Korean letters. 돼, 디귿, the D sound as a first letter. And here is the combination of 2 vowels. 왜. So combined it becomes 돼. 는 is also not that easy to pronounce for foreigners. N, the N sound with a vowel, and then N again, 니은 again as a 받침, 는. So that becomes 되는. 되는, and then the next syllable is 거. 기억, good sound, with as a vowel, so that becomes 거. 되는 거. And then the last 2 syllables, 맞아. 미음, m sound, with the vowel ma, that becomes ma. And then J sound as a 받침, so it becomes mat. And then last syllable, the ing sound with the vowel Well, of course, when it comes to 맞아, In terms of pronunciation, this 받침, the G sound, J sound, gets moved over to the last syllable, ah. So when we pronounce it, it becomes this, 맞아? Right, like 맞아. You know what I'm saying? And once again, that's the whatchamacallit? Yeah, same phrase, 맞아. Is this correct? Is this right? Okay. So that becomes yeah, 맞아. All right, question. The 는 is a topic marker, right? Or 은? Yeah, something is. Something is. In this case, 되는 거 맞아. This one is kind of hard to explain because there's no really a subject, grammatically speaking. But yeah, you are right. 는 is a topic marker. Cool. All right. So Suga says this when the live connection seems weird, right? 되는 거 맞아. And this is great for daily use when your tech or your plan isn't working smoothly. For example, you can, let's say if you're having a Google Meet session with Korean partners, and you can say, 이거 되고 있는 거 맞아? Google Meet 되는 거 맞아? Is this working properly? You can also add 이거 here. What does 이거 mean? Anybody? 이거. 이거, 저거. It means this, that. 이거 되는 거 맞아? So, in terms of the meaning, it doesn't change anything. Is this working? Right? 이거. 이거. Yep. Any question? Good. Some of you know it already. This. And 저거 means that. 이거 되는 거 맞아? So let's hear one more time.
Hello. 내가 이쪽으로 알아줘. 진짜. 진짜.
시작하자마자 개판.
저거 조금만 이쪽으로 돌려야 돼. 내가 이쪽으로
이렇게? 내고 있는 거 맞아?
Hello.
There you go. We haven't heard from Suga for a long time, so it's great to hear him talk. All right, next. How about this? This funny phrase. 시작하자마자 개판이네. RM said. We don't need to use learn the word 개판, but 시작 is a great word to use. Learn. I wonder if we have learned it before though. 시작. Question, quiz. What does 시작 mean? Anybody? Korean people use that phrase or word when they play like games, or I don't know, exercise, like 시작. So that's a hint. What does 시작 mean? 시작. 시작하자마자 개판이네. Actually, it means to start or to begin. Let's go. Okay. When you say this in the beginning of a game that you're about to play, that means it could mean let's go. But let's see if I have a beginning, start. Okay. 시작. So RM said 시작하자마자 개판이네. It's a mess as soon as we begin or it starts. So we can use this as an example sentence. 시작. Romanization. Is translate. 시작. 시작. Start. Begin. Okay. So let's break it down. 시 That's the S sound. 시옷. S with the vowel. E. 시. That's the first syllable. 시. And then the second syllable, 착. 착. With the consonant, j. J sound. j. With the vowel, a. So that becomes 차. With the 받침, 기역. 그 sounds. So combined, it becomes shijak. And again, that two-syllable word, you might hear it often if you watch, especially Korean entertainment variety shows, where they play lots of games. Like in the beginning of a game, they might go, or a referee or MC might go shijak, and then the game begins. Of course, this context is different. When RM says 시작하자마자 개판이네, because 개판, I wonder how Papaga would translate 개판. It's a mess, chaos. Yeah. 개판이네. But yeah, 개판이네. Yeah, RM would definitely say that. 시작하자마자 개판이네 means it's a mess as soon as it starts. But for now, let's just learn the word shijak, okay? 개판 might not necessarily be a polite word to use in front of random Korean people. But Min-sui, yes, as soon as we start, it's a mess. That's correct. Chaos. We use that English word often when we describe like BTS live streams, right? But literally speaking, chaos is translated as chaos is German? No, it's not. I'm on Korean. 혼돈, 혼란. But we don't use that word in conversations. So 개판, in fact, might be a good translation for chaos when we describe like BTS being chaotic. 개판이네. I should be cautious about that, conservative about that, because again, it's not really a beautiful or polite word. 개판이네. I wonder. Yeah, but for now, let's pass. 시작 means start or begin. Example sentence. 시작. 음악 작업. 음악. 혹은 we learned. Okay, 음악 작업 시작했어요. Alright, quiz for those intermediate learners. What does this mean? 음악 작업 시작했어요. Let me add the subject too. 저희 음악 작업 시작했어요. To make it even longer, 저희 오늘 음악 작업 시작했어요. Anybody? Any idea? At least we know the word 시작 because we just learned it, right? 작업, we learned pretty recently. When we talk about BTS recent updates. 저희, that is the subject for first person pronoun plural. 오늘 means what? It's a time word. Today. Okay? 음악 is of course music. So combined, it becomes we started working on music today. 저희 오늘 음악 작업 시작했어요. Okay? So that might be a good English, no, not English, example sentence. Okay. Shelly, is it an impolite word or just rarely used? Oh, you're still talking about 개판이네? It is not rarely used. In fact, we use it often. Like, let's say you are walking on the street and people are making all kinds of sounds, and it's so chaotic and messy, then you would casually say, 개판이네, in a kind of funny way. But if you were to imagine coming to Korea and start conversations with random Koreans, that will be far down the list of the vocabulary you would use. You know what I'm saying? So I think for now it will be enough to recognize the word 개판. Hopefully that explained enough. But yeah, Cancelo, you got it right. Today we started working on music. Today 시작했어요. We started. We began. Okay? Any question? All right.
조금만 이쪽으로 돌려야 돼. 해가 이쪽으로. 이렇게?
내고 있는 거 맞아?
그래, 근데 초가 안 지나가는 거 아닌가?
I'm just curious. What would Google say if I typed the word 개판? 개판. 나무 위키. 개판. 어원. 무질서하고 난잡한 상태를 이르는 비속어. So yeah, it's a slang to describe something chaotic and very messy. A profanity that leads to a disorderly and promiscuous state. 나무위키 says. Shit show. Okay. Yep. That might be the most accurate translation. Yeah, you wouldn't imagine using the word shit show to random foreigners, right? Going to the dogs. There you go. But if you use it with someone you already know in a casual way, it's not a terrible word to use. Anyways, cool. So that was that. Back to the live stream.
아니야, 지나가고 있어.
형 되게 목소리 봐봐. 헬로.
댓글이 없어. 근데 이게 LTE가
Oh, network issue.
야 댓글 나왔다 댓글. 올라왔다.
하나 올랐다.
야 사람들이 제 방으로 볼 거야. 일단 가자.
아 근데 뭔가 라이브로 보여주고 싶었어.
들어오고 있어. 아 지금 사람들 많이 들어왔어.
안녕하세요.
How about 싸우지 마? So there are a lot of funny moments during this live, right? Highlights. And one of them was when Jin and Jungkook kind of bickered in a jokingly way. And then RM, was it Jin, who said 싸우지 마? Right here.
뭔 느낌인지 알지? 알아?
싸우지 마.
Or perhaps we should learn the word 알아 first. Have you learned it? 알다. Yes, we did. 뭔지 알아. 뭔지 알아. Was it here? 뭔지 아세요? Yep. Do you know? 알다 means do you know. 알아? 알지? You know. But maybe we can remind ourselves. 알아? And we can practice the pronunciation. Romanization. 알아. Pretty easy. 알아. Two. Bless you. Thank you. Do you know? All right. 알. Just by this word alone, by this syllable alone, this letter alone, sorry, it means egg. EGG. But it doesn't mean that in this word. 알아. 알. 이응 as a consonant, as a vowel, and lil, R or L sound as a 받침. The next syllable is 이응, and And because we have ing as the second syllable or last syllable, what happens? Yes, this 받침, lil, gets moved over to the next syllable as in terms of pronunciation. So we pronounce it as ara. If you pronounce each letter, we would say al a, but in a sentence combined, it becomes ara. You know what I'm saying? And this ing gets removed when we pronounce it and becomes ara. Do you know that? Do you know? 알아? 뭔 느낌? And 정국 said
그냥
No word.
한 5분 정도
네.
남았다. 그러니까 눈치 못 채게 스포를 하는 거지. 스포하자고. 스포. 우리도
So this is when 정국 expressed his desire to give away spoilers about the music that they are working on, and he talks about his idea of future spoilers, the way they might spoil for the fans.
우리도 좀 확정되면은 스포하자. 우리도 좀 정리되면 스포하자고. 그러니까 눈치 못 채게 스포를 하는 거지. 이제 해 지기 전 한 5분 정도 남았다.
And then it's right here.
뭔 느낌인지 알지?
뭔 느낌인지 알지? 뭔 느낌인지 알지? 그러니까 so this is the sentence he used. 뭔 느낌인지 알지? Mary, is there a reason why it's not just written as 알아? Well, that's because it's not. Yeah, it's just pronunciation thing. 뭔 느낌인지 알지? I mean, 알아. That sounds like someone's name. Anyways, that's how we write. That's I mean, there are rules for every language, right? But thanks for your question. 뭔 느낌인지 알지? Someone posted. You know the feeling, right? Yes. You know. You know the feeling, or you know what I mean. But in this sentence, he specifically used the word 느낌, which means to feel or feeling. So yeah, you know the feeling. Might be a good translation. Let's type into papago. Yep, they simply translate you know what I mean, right? But you know what I mean, right? But yeah, 느낌 means feeling. 느낌, feelings. What is it? 느낌. Maybe this might be a good word to use. 느낌. Because it's a word that we use often, and it also has led to some, interesting meme words nowadays. Feelings. 느낌 좋다. Oh, by the way, this might be pretty challenging to pronounce, so let's practice pronunciation first. 느, 쌍기역, 이, 미음. So it's composed of 5 letters. 느, N sound, 느. And then vowel, That's pretty straightforward, 느. But kim, that's a double G, double K, g, with the vowel E. The 받침, 미음, M sound. So that becomes 느낌. There's a phrase, 느낌 좋다. That's people might use nowadays. 느낌 좋네. 느낌 좋다. Let's see how papago translates. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Or it looks good. So the meme word that I was talking about is 늦었. Let's see how 나무아키 describes. 느낌 좋은의 약칭. 느낌 좋은의 약칭. 분위기가 좋거나 잘 어울리는 패션 아이템을 청하는 인물에게 자주 쓰인다. Okay. Let me translate this for you. So 느낌 좋다 literally means it feels good, but when we were to shorten this as 늦었, nowadays I see this a lot in Korean entertainment show subtitles. It describes, it's often used for people who wear fashion items that have a good atmosphere or match well. It's a concept that encompasses the impression of being received in a unique atmosphere rather than the case where the person itself has an outstanding or far more beautiful appearance. So it describes like a mood or atmosphere or aura. Okay? I just wanted to point that out because that's one of the popular phrases, like meme phrases in Korea nowadays. 느낌 좋다. Feels good. Okay. Is that like sexy 느낌? Sexy 느낌? Is it a phrase that people say nowadays? I'm not gonna Google it in case something bad happens. Okay, I think I might have heard of it, but yeah. Let's see. I know it might be a strange question, and for some reason I started pronouncing it correctly automatically, but I was just wondering. Okay, you're talking about the ara, right, Mary? Yeah, if you automatically catch the right pronunciation, there you're on a good track. Cool. Sexy 느낌 is a song? Oh, yes. Bombing Tiger. Yeah, I love that group. Alright, then I can safely. Yep. Oh, interesting. They did a romanization. Yep. And speaking of which, Bombing Tiger was involved with RM's RPWP album, which I really love. Cool. The autocorrection did me dirty. Thanks for pointing out. Okay, so going back to 뭔 느낌인지 알지?
알아.
싸우지 마.
너무 이쁘네요.
So Jungkook said, you know what I mean by that when I talk about spoiler, right? You know, right? 알아. And then V goes, I know. And then Jin says, 싸우지 마. Which means what? 싸우지 마. It's composed of two words, 싸우다 and a suffix, 마. Any idea? If you have watched my reaction video with contextual translation, you would know. Right? 싸우지 마. Yep. Don't fight. Don't fight. 싸우지 마. 싸우지 마. 싸우지 마. Huh? Don't fight. Chris says, don't something. Yeah, because this suffix, is that the right word to use here? Ma. It tells someone to not do something, right? 먹지 마, don't eat. 가지 마, don't go. 보지 마, don't watch, right? Here is 싸우지 마, don't fight, because 싸우다 means just fight. You know what I mean when I try to explain this suffix 마 as imperative? That's the right word, right? Negative imperative when somebody or when you tell somebody to not do something. Okay? 하지 마. Yeah, 하다 means do, right? So 가지마, 하지마, 가지마, 먹지마, 보지마, etc. Okay? 싸우지마. 싸우지마. Not hard to pronounce because there's no 받침, but nevertheless, let's briefly go over. 싸, double S, s, with the vowel a, 싸, 싸, 싸다 means cheap, and that's the same letter there. 싸, 우, 이응, with the vowel 우, 싸우, 싸우, and consonant z, J sound, with the vowel e, 싸우지, and then the negative imperative letter ma, mium, m, with the vowel ah. So combined, it becomes 싸우지 마. Okay? And RM used that word 3 times. 싸우지 마, 싸우지 마, 싸우지 마. Negative imperative? Is this even a phrase? Okay, yeah. Negative imperative. Good. Sentence that gives a command or instruction to not do something. Yeah, so it's don't. D-O-N-T. Don't. Don't. This might be a good, what did I say? 하지마, 하지마, 가지마. And I'm sure you use negative imperative a lot when you have a baby, like an infant, because you don't want your kids to get hurt. 하지마, 가지마, 먹지마, 보지마, 보지마. Yeah, and notice how the letter right before ma is all 지, right? I just noticed this. 하지마, 가지마, 먹지마, 보지마. Whereas the root word is 하다, 가다. 하다 means to do, 가다 means is to go, 먹다 means to eat, 보다 means to see. Okay? Don't do it, don't go, don't eat, don't look, or don't watch. Yeah. Pretty useful. Especially we're talking about basic words, basic verbs. To go, to do, to eat, to look. Okay. Alright, question? Don't do it, don't go, don't eat. Get BTS and what else? Don't watch. Jima, it's together. Yeah. Jimin said to J-Hope, don't wake me. Don't wake me, 저지마. Said to J-Hope. Not 100% sure what you mean by that. I'm trying to see if there's any other case where they use that negative imperative during that live, but no, turns out they didn't. Okay, so that was 싸우지마, and then we also learn about the negative imperative. Good. Anything else?
Oh, word, please.
몰라? 너무 이쁘네. 너무 이쁘네. 몰라?
몰라. Have you learned that word? It's a basic word. What does 몰라 mean? Anybody from the audience? 몰라. 모르다. It's the opposite of 알다. 알아? So it would mean you don't know or I don't know. 몰라? 몰라. Yep, I don't know, you don't know. Minsui says, 싸워라 means fight. Yeah. Yeah, it's a positive imperative, right? 뭐뭐 해라. So when negative imperative deals with the suffix ma, but positive imperative deals with the suffix la. 뭐뭐 해라. 먹어라. 봐라. Actually, maybe that might be a good grammar to no, don't know. 몰라. Thanks for pointing it out. Who said it? Minsui. Giving me an idea. We're learning a lot today. 몰라. Don't know. Me, 몰라. But before that, let's briefly talk about what Minsui just referred to. So here, we were talking about the negative imperative, right? But 뭐뭐 해라 means positive imperative. Do. 해라. 가라. 먹어라. 봐라. Do it. Do it. Go. Eat. Look. Good. Alright, coming back to 몰라, don't know. In terms of the pronunciation, the first letter starts with consonant mium, m, mo, 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 with the vowel o, so that becomes mo, mo, with the 받침 릴, 몰. That's the first letter, 몰. And then the second letter, la. 릴, again, RL sound with the vowel a. So combined it becomes 몰라. So when Jungkook ask, 뭔 느낌인지 알지? If you know it, what would you say? 알아. If you don't know, you would say 몰라. Okay? If you were to talk to someone older than you, or if you're trying to say something politely, answer politely, you can say 몰라요. I don't know. Means the same thing. To make it even softer, you can say 잘 몰라요. I don't know too well. Don't know too well. 잘 몰라요. If you want to ask a question in a polite way, you add what? This is something we have learned during lesson 1. 혹시. So you would add 혹시 in the beginning, by any chance. So in this case, 혹시 BTS 모르세요? 혹은 아세요? We can use either word, right? Do you know BTS by any chance? We can use 아세요, no, or 모르세요, don't know, in a question format. 혹시 BTS 아세요? 혹시 BTS 모르세요? Yeah, both would make sense. 혹시 BTS 아세요? Do you know BTS? 혹시 BTS 모르세요? Don't you know BTS? Okay, there you go. Then somebody, non-ARMY, non-K-pop fans might answer, 잘 몰라요. I don't know too well. Okay. Cool. All right. Anything else I want to point out from the live stream? 믿으시겠습니까? 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 춥다. Cold. 춥다. 춥다. Yeah, 춥다 might be a good one. This is one of the funny moments. You know how V was all getting like cuddleish and then wiped himself on Jin, and Jin kept saying, "No, stop wiping yourself on me." But then when V stopped, Jin actually said, "It's getting cold and feels warm when we stay close." So that was pretty adorable. Where was it?
형 빨리 인사해요. 안녕하세요 해요 빨리.
HB, saying la at the end, does it make it impolite? Yes. Yes. Oh, this will make things a bit complicated. So, polite, positive imperative, right? This is like a command you would use to someone either like much younger than you or just who's under your command. So yeah, I like, for you guys foreigners, you wouldn't necessarily use this format when you talk to like Koreans. 마세요. Wait. 하세요. 세요. 하세요. 하세요. 가세요. 먹으세요. 보세요. Polite. That's the polite version, or formal version. And there's a hint of please. Although, no, I would walk it back, because if you want to add a hint of please, you would say 주세요. Like, 해주세요, 가주세요, 주세요, or something. Yeah. But if you were to do negative imperative, polite version, 마세요. 하지 마세요. Wait, why am I doing? Where did the negative imperative go? Alright, negative imperative, positive imperative. Positive imperative, polite. So we need negative imperative, polite. Polite. 마세요. 하지 마세요. 가지 마세요. 먹지 마세요. 보지 마세요. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out because it's pretty important to sound polite in Korean culture, especially when you're talking to random people. Thanks for pointing out, Misri. That's fine. Yeah, that was a good thing to point out. Last but not least.
어떻게 돌리지?
아 돌렸어요. 다시 돌려?
야, 붙어있으니까 따뜻하다.
왜 형이 찍어주게요?
So let's learn to. How many times Jin said the phrase hello in this live stream? Did anybody count? So he said, 야 춥다. 붙어 있으니까 따뜻하다. So let's finish by learning the two temperature related words. 춥다, 따뜻하다. 춥다, 따뜻하다. Which one is which? Which one is 춥다? Cold or warm? 춥다. Any guesses? It's actually the title of a song by Epic High. 여긴 춥다, featuring Lehigh. It's cold. So 춥다 means cold. 계속 바람이 분다 여긴 춥다 춥다 따뜻하다 cold, warm 따뜻하다 가슴이 좀 아파서 It's so cold 바람이 분다 Cold, cold, cold. Too warm, too warm. Okay, good. Jin said 춥다 붙어 있으니까 따뜻하다. Before that we should do the 춥다 따뜻하다 춥다 추 the CH sound as a consonant the U as a vowel and 비읍 as a 받침 춥 춥 second letter 다 디귿 with the vowel 아 so that becomes 춥다 춥다 although notice how the romanization became double T. I think that's because there's a hard 받침 there 비읍 sound so that makes this 디귿 the D sound in the second letter harder 따 춥다 instead of 춥다 you know what I'm saying 따뜻하다 쌍디귿 double D double T with the vowel 아 따 the next letter again 쌍디귿 뜨 with the vowel 으 with 슛 as 받침 따뜻 and the third letter is 하다 hiung H sound with the vowel 하 and 디귿 with vowel 아 따뜻하다 and notice how the third letter 하다 is 타 instead of H. That's because that's also the has something to do with the 받침 in the previous letter 뜻. So 따뜻하다 it pronounced as instead of 따뜻하다. You know what I'm saying? This might be kind of confusing for beginners, but for now, let's learn it this way. Jin said, 춥다. 붙어 있으니까 따뜻하다. So what does it mean? It's cold. Feels warm when we stay close, or because we stay close. When we stay close, either way. So that's a great sentence for Korean learners to learn about the temperature words. 춥다 and 따뜻하다. Okay. Cool. Any questions? Let me reorganize these vocabulary cards. And by the way, I'm gonna upload these vocab cards on my Patreon page for my patrons, Gold and Premium, I think, if I remember correctly. So you can use it as study materials. And I also have been uploading like soundtracks after each lesson that you can use for your quiz. Speaking of which, quiz time. You know how I always wrap with a quiz, short quiz. But before that, let's do a brief review and ask away any questions you have. Let's see. This makes my head hurt. Reset. Which one? The whole thing? Shelly said, I'm still trying not to confuse the G with N because the N looks more like a gun to me. Always getting them mixed up. You know the video? What was it? How to master Korean in 5 minutes? There's a very famous YouTube video, how to master Korean in 5 minutes. I always recommend this one. Yeah, this one. The title is Learn to Read Korean in 5 minutes, seriously, by a YouTuber named Sam. And this video is considered legendary because that's the only video that the user Sam uploaded on his channel back on April 7th in 2013. Very useful, has like tens of millions of views, but then he never uploaded anything else on his channel. So I will recommend this one if you are trying to learn and master the Korean alphabet system and how to pronounce it. Okay. How is T pronounced? T. T sound. T. 타다, 타요, 타세요. 방탄소년단. So the T sound. That's the one I learned when I was 11 on my own. Very nice. Okay, review time. 이거 되는 거 맞아? Is it working? 이거 되는 거 맞아? 되는 거 맞아? Is it working? Why did I write it twice? Okay. 시작. Start or to begin. 시작하자마자 개판이네. RM said. It's a mess as soon as we start. 저희 오늘 음악 작업 시작했어요. We started working on music today. 시작, begin, or to start. 알아, do you know? In a positive sentence, 알아요, 알아, I know, or we know. 뭔 느낌인지 알지? You know what I mean, right? You know the feeling, right? That's what Jungkook said during the live stream. 느낌 means feeling. 몰라, 몰라요, 잘 몰라요. It means don't know. If you were to ask, you would say 몰라요? 모르세요? 혹시 모르세요? Don't you know? 혹시 BTS 모르세요? Don't you know BTS? And someone might answer 잘 몰라요. Don't know too well, believe it or not. 느낌, once again, means feelings. 느낌 좋다, feels good, or the vibe. So this is a Korean meme phrase nowadays. 누조. When you describe like a aura, vibe, atmosphere, mood in a positive way, you might use that phrase 누조 or 느낌 좋다. 싸우지 마, don't fight. 싸우다 means fight, and because of this ending, negative imperative 마, it means don't fight. 싸우지 마. Speaking of which, you can say 하지 마, don't do it. 가지 마, don't go. 먹지 마, don't eat. 보지 마, don't look. But this is not really a polite format. It's rather a commanding format. Positive imperative, do something. Again, it's not polite at all. Impolite version. 해라, do it. 가라, go. 먹어라, eat. 봐라, look. But I'm teaching this because even though I said it's impolite, among like casual, I don't know, among friends, and if you're talking to someone who you're really close to, you will use this, and it wouldn't sound impolite necessarily. And why am I saying this? Because BTS members might use these formats to each other so that you can recognize the next time you hear them talk to each other in contents like live streams or videos. Okay? 마세요, don't. Negative imperative, polite. 하지 마세요, don't do it. 가지 마세요, don't go. 먹지 마세요, don't eat. 보지 마세요, don't look. Positive imperative, 하세요, do it. 가세요, go. 먹으세요, eat. 보세요, look. 춥다 means cold. 따뜻하다 means warm. 춥다 붙어 있으니까 따뜻하다. Jin said. It's cold. Feels warm when we stay close. Okay? Alright. Now, any question? Language learning is easier when you're young. Learning a whole new alphabet. Jeesh. True. Alright, let me now turn off the screen and do some quiz. Okay, you ready? Let's start with Korean to English first. Write in the chat, and also try to practice on your own in terms of pronunciation. Number 1, Korean to English quiz. Number 1. 알아? 알아? 이거 알아? 이거 알아? Question number 2. 이거 몰라? 이거 몰라? If you don't know the word 이거, don't worry. Test yourself with the word 몰라. Number 3. 시작. 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 Number 4. 어제 작업 시작했어요. 어제 작업 시작했어요. Question number 5. 혹시 BTS 알아요? 혹시 BTS 알아요? Question number 6. 싸우지 마. 싸우지 마. 싸우지 마. Question number 7. 먹지 마. 먹지 마. Question number 8. 따뜻하다. 따뜻하다. Question number 9. 춥다. 춥다. Okay? So that was Korean to English. Alright, let's do English to Korean. But before that, let's check the answers. You guys are working hard. I love it. Let's see. Number 1. What did I say? 이거 알아. Yeah, you know this? Do you know this? 이거 means this, right? 알아 means no. So, it was actually, I meant it as a question format, but if you get rid of the question mark, 이거 알아, then yeah, it becomes I know. But in a question format, it means you know this. Know this? Do you know this? Okay, number 2, 이거 몰라? Don't you know? You don't know this? Don't you know? So, Minsui, you got it right. Don't know this? Yeah, good. You don't know? Chris? Yep. Very nice. Number 3, shijak means begin and start. Very nice. Number 4, 어제 작업 시작했어요. I made it a bit more challenging because during the lesson I used the word 오늘, today, as a time word, but I changed it to yesterday. So it means 어제 작업 시작했어요. I started working yesterday. 작업 means work or a project. Okay, 시작. That's the word we learned today. Start or begin. Number 5. 혹시 BTS 알아요? 알아요. Do you know? Do you know BTS by any chance? 혹시, that's the polite opener of a sentence to ask something. 혹시 BTS 알아요? Do you know BTS any chance? Number 6. 싸우지 마. Don't fight. Don't fight. Nice. Minsui, Mary, KZ, Earth, Star, Moon. Nice job. 먹지 마. Don't eat. Don't eat. Very nice. Don't eat. 따뜻하다 means warm. It's warm. And last word, 춥다 means cold. Very nice. What is the difference between 이거 and 이게? we are getting into the complication domain. 이게 맞아? 이거 맞아? That's very subtle. I would recommend asking Google or ChatGPT. Yeah, I can try it now. But let's finish the quiz first. So very nice job. Korean to English. Now let's do English to Korean. This one, if you can, try to write out the romanization or Hangul if you know how to type it in, using your keyboard, or at least try to pronounce on your end. Okay? Let's see. Let's start. I'm thinking. Okay. Don't fight. Question number 1. Don't fight. So English to Korean, remember? Question number 2. Do you know? Do you know? Question number 3. I don't know. I don't know. Question number 4. It's cold. It's cold. Question number 5. It's warm. It's warm. Question number 6. I started working on music, or we started working on music. That's a long one. Question number 7. Don't do it. Don't do it. Question number 8. Do you know BTS by any chance? Do you know BTS by any chance? That's it. Oh wow, some of you are writing in Hangul. That's impressive. But yeah, for everyone who is participating, you guys are all amazing. So let's go over. Number 1, don't fight. That was 싸우지 마. Of course, Minsui went above and beyond to make it, by making it more polite. 싸우지 마세요. That's correct too. So that was number 1. 남할, nice try. 싸우지 마. 싸우지 마. That will be the correct pronunciation. Alright, 2. Do you know? 알아? Or 이거 알아? Do you know? So that has something to do with 알아, right? 아세요. To make it polite, you would say 아세요. Number 3, I don't know. 몰라. 몰라. To make it polite, you would say 몰라요. 몰라요. Or I don't know too well. 잘 몰라요. Number 4 is cold. It's 춥다. 춥다. So it should be CH in terms of pronunciation, right? 춥다. Number 5 is warm. 따뜻하다. 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 Speaking of which, if you were to order Americano from a cafe in Korea, they will always ask you, 차가운 걸로 드릴까요? 따뜻한 걸로 드릴까요? Or 아이스로 드릴까요? 따뜻한 걸로 드릴까요? If you want hot Americano, you will say 따뜻한 거요. 따뜻한 거요. 따뜻하다. That means warm, but in this case also means hot. 뜨겁다. That's the hot one. Maybe I should have covered this, or I can do it next time. But they will understand if you use the word 따뜻한 Americano. So it means hot Americano. Okay? Where are we? Oh, number 6. We started working on music. 음악 작업 시작했어요. 음악 작업 시작했어요. Number 7, don't do it. 하지마. Good. 하지마. So that's something we learned extra after learning about 싸우지마. Don't fight. Don't do it. We say 하지마. 하지마. Or 하지 마세요 to make it polite, like D and T just did. And last but not least, do you know BTS by any chance? 혹시 BTS 아세요? 혹시 BTS 아세요? Yeah, Chris, nice job. 아세요. So that will be more like YO. 혹시 BTS 아세요? 민수이 혹시 BTS 알아세요? So you should get rid of la when you say that. 혹시 BTS 아세요? Okay? Or you can say 혹시 BTS 알아요? Either would be fine. Cool. Let's see, any questions? Very nice job, all of you. I don't remember the words well enough yet. That's okay. You can always rewatch this live stream. I will also upload these vocab cards on Patreon. So for those of you who are already supporting me by various means, thank you very much. You can also consider joining my Patreon. Let's see. My Korean writing didn't last long because of the speed. Yeah. So you guys are amazing for trying. The fact that you guys are trying is amazing. My issue is memory. It tends to slip as we age, and it sucks. Yeah, it is what it is. But once again, the fact that you're trying it already shows your dedication, and practice makes amazing things work. So, good job, everyone. 라찌몰랄라, 라찌몰랄라. That's a famous BTS meme. Cool. So I hope this was helpful and informative, and I hope you enjoyed the live stream itself and this brief Korean lesson. I don't know when the next time I'll be back with the Korean lessons. Probably the next time they hold another lives, or maybe I can. Yeah, for now, let's wrap up here, and I'll get back to you about our future plans. All right, cool. Mary said, this was the first time I was able to catch your live stream. 감사합니다 for the lesson, 선생님. Good try though. Teacher, you're trying to say teacher, right? 선생님. Okay. Cool. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, and have a fantastic week. Okay? Peace and love. Bye-bye.